So come on in, take a sip. Let's wind down. It is time to jump into the Guardian Grid, and we're doing it today with a fantastic Argentinian wine. This is called Lindamora, and this is a 2021 Malbec. And I had tasted it earlier before we jumped into the New York Times, but it is just cassis on the nose. You can pick up this minerality. There's pepper there as well, the kind of pepper in the nose that doesn't make you sneeze. Well finishing, dry as a bone. Oh, wonderful. I think I had judged it earlier as being maybe 60 tannins, 40 acids. I would say more now, having time to breathe. Probably half and half. Really an excellent, very deep red. You're not reading keys through this thing. You're not doing anything with that. You're just going to be turning your teeth blue. So this is a Bluetooth manufacturing device. But we have an antidote, right? It's warmed up significantly. I took the temperature earlier. When I first opened it, it had been sitting in the wine cellar down at Delicato, the little bodega downstairs, and it was 14 degrees. And now it's 15, so 15 in centigrade, so 15 plus 15, 30 plus 30. It's about 60 degrees now. When I had it earlier, it was about 58. This is still a good temperature for drinking. So if you're going to put it in your wine fridge, something along these lines, I would probably keep it around 58 degrees Fahrenheit or right at 14, 15 degrees centigrade. But this is just a wonderful wine. Got 3 bottles of it. Very excited about that. It was 15 euros on the shelf. I got 2 bottles. I got to the counter, because there's a 25 euro minimum before you can use your card. Otherwise, I have to give my precious cash away. And in Germany, you better have cash, right? You just never know when you're going to need it. Not everybody takes a card here. And so, but I was so wonderfully surprised that the total came up to like less than 20 euros. And I'm like, oh, wow. Well, I guess they're on sale then. I'll go get another one so we can do this, and I can make the 25 euro minimum. But I've got 2 more bottles of this, so I can tell you right now, this is going to be imbibed fully this evening. So, and I'll save a toast for the setter, but that is so good. It is so good. Okay, let's hop into our grid here. Let's see what we've got today. Got the quick crossword number 17115. We can't see the whole grid anymore because I think this is easier for those of you who like to view the solve on your handheld device. So this is why we're kind of scrunching it down like this, but hope everybody, this works for them. I just want the channel, and I want the content to be accessible to everyone within the community. It's kind of a big deal to me. So. Okay, so they offer proof of raffle entries. Well, I don't know. We might be talking about a difference in the way we use the language here. So I'm thinking tickets, but we'll see if I get a T or something on the down. Theme, or what had a hazelnut in every bite? I don't know about the hazelnut in every bite. But if I'm shooting for a T to make that work with tickets, I guess I could call this a topic. Let me see what that does for us. Tip, dog, arrow. How about a pointer? I had a German short-haired pointer once, purebred. His name was Ruger because that's what the people who bred him, that's what they named him. I guess you got a German dog, got to have a German name. There's all kinds of German names out there, but Ruger, right? But he's a German short-haired pointer, great bird hunting dog. But Ruger, it turns out, was scared of loud booms, so he was just an expensive piece of furniture, really. I mean, that's fine. He looked good there by the fireplace. So yeah, I think these might be tickets. Let's see here. Oh, well, it is what it is. Ruger was a good boy. My younger brother wound up keeping him when I moved to Germany. He always wanted him anyway, but yeah, Ruger had a good home. Plates or state here. I guess we could be talking about China. And one going through the agenda could be the chair. Eminent Natter. Eminent Natter. I can see already that's entertainment, so okay, cool. I think that's very clever. To the setter, very nice. I like that a lot. Impermanent at 9. I'm going with temporary. And let's see. Laugh or yell shrilly. Could maybe be to scream. I'm not sure. We see that. By the way, we're going to have the vote up for a while. So if you want to vote on whether we keep the quick crossword or we move up to one of the other more difficult ones, and I'm going to try to keep it up until Wednesday or Thursday of next week so that we can get a good response. So if you haven't had a chance, if you just go to the community tab for this channel, you should see it. It's the last thing I posted for the community, and it should be there. But I hope you get a chance to just give it a vote. These have been getting a little bit easier as I've gone, as I've kind of been learning a great deal, and I've also been spending a lot of time reading through books on British idioms and whatnot, so I've been learning a lot. But I had a wonderful message from LT2768. She says, I would recommend, if you're just starting out with cryptics, to try the Guardian Quick Cryptic, which is posted every Saturday, and the Guardian Quiptic, which is posted every Sunday. And so I'm going to go ahead and start working on those in my off time so I can kind of get the feel for them. But if that's something you'd like to see us move to more permanently, one of the other grids, then please, by all means, let's just make a vote known. It's really your choice. I can sit here and do these for the rest of my life. They are so entertaining. I love them to death. So omegas, I'm assuming at 7 we could be talking about endings. I'm not going to fit in here the finest timepiece ever made by mankind. It's just not going to happen. Now, of course, today I'm wearing a Panerai, so I'm not cheating. It's also a favorite watch of mine. I'm just an Omega guy. That's all, right? Versus counterpart. So it would probably be chapter and verse. Makes sense. And so vegetarian but non-vegan picnic staple. 4, 6, and 3. I wonder what that is. It should be interesting. Part of a poem could be a stanza. And let's see, term describing white wines or lush lawns, and that's true. They are often grassy. The white wines, for sure. Laugh or yell boisterously could be maybe to roar. So we've got screaming and roaring going on here. Liking it. Additional could be extra, which is funny because that's actually the nickname my kids give me. Extra. I don't know where they get that, but they do. They get that from somewhere. I don't know where, but they do get that somewhere. To my kids, and they're extra. Or they're terming me extra. Descriptor of some birds and young men. Why is birds capitalized? Maybe we're talking about angry birds or angry young men. Or maybe you just capitalize all. Now, maybe I haven't noticed that before. I don't know. I mean, what's going on? What's going on? Curled piece of citrus adornment. Well, when I make a Manhattan or a wet martini, I'll put a twist, usually lemon twist in them. Orange twists are generally my favorite, though. Every 24 hours, without anyone noticing, could be unseen. As an example, ironing or later in the day. So how about evening? What we got here? Swing low, sweet chariot, and I think y'all might consider that a spiritual. Cut, snub, spurn. Maybe ignore. Picture houses could be cinemas. In German, we just say das Kino. Kino, K-I-N-O, Kino, which is the German word for cinema. It'd be kind of cool if it was the Kino house or something, right? But so yeah, I think we might have ignore here. That's cool. That's very cool. Convivial, I'm thinking social, though I think in the US, we Yanks would use convivial as more of a friendly situation, right? You know, like, you know, among friends, it'd be a convivial evening, I guess you could say. Assort could be to arrange. And let's see what we got up here. Home blank or blank desk, maybe home help or help desk. And by the way, I've been watching another show on the another British show. I can't remember if it was BritBox or Paramount. I don't know what I was watching it on. I just don't know. Amazon, but I know I subscribe to 2 or 3 different British, you know, content providers within the Amazon realm. And I got to tell you, I'm liking it. Let's see, Summer of Rockets, right? You know, it's got that Toby fella that's been in everything, right? And I'm rewatching a thing about the Cambridge Five or whatever that is, about the espionage group, the you know, all the Soviet double agents and whatnot that came out of the Ivies there in England at one point. And I just started that last night. I was so tired. I just said, screw it, I'm going to watch it tonight. But I mean, I was beat yesterday. So every 24 hours could be nightly. And I think we've probably got a hard-boiled egg here, which I don't know what I would do without those things, especially when I'm in England and I can get a proper pickled egg. Those are my favorites. I love going to the grocery store, the Spar, whatever, and getting a jar of English pickled eggs. Nothing makes me happier when I'm there than those. So tangy, so sour. Okay, so I guess we had ourselves a moment of truth. Just looking over real quick to see if I can see that I did anything really bad as far as fat fingering something, you know, typos here. I don't see anything, but I'm not going to study it intently. Let's just check it out and see what we got. And no, looks like we're quick enough. So again, it was probably 5 in a row here. I mean, this is really, really amazing. I have loved this journey. This has been really cool, and regardless of how we vote as a community, I think it is time for me, on a personal note, to start jumping into like the everyman and the cryptics and those kinds of things. I really want to kind of get into a bit more of that kind of that Friday, Saturday level of challenge, right? You know, that you get in the New York Times. But I just have absolutely loved this journey. And so to each and every one of you, thank you for all the help along the way. I'm going to need more in the future, I'm sure. But I'm just trying to be a proper Anglophile. So let's bring down our bannière d'adieu. And I'd like to say cheers to the setter. Cin-Cin. Bravo. Brava. Sir, madam, sir. Whoever you may be. I hope one day I can buy you a glass of wine or an ale or whatever it is that you prefer your poison to be. Until we see you tomorrow, ich wünsche Ihnen einen schönen Tag noch. Be good to yourselves, your friends, your neighbors. Be kind to the person behind you in line. And just be safe and well, and we'll see you on the morrow. Cheers.